Hello, how's everyone doing? Dave here, back with another video, another SD Gundam gameplay. Today we're going to be playing the Scenario Pack 1, basically the first pack of DLC missions. This came out a few days ago, actually I think like last week at the time of recording, and I have yet to make a video on it until now. You guys seem to be enjoying the Gundam videos. They're doing well compared to my other videos here on the channel, so it seems like people like them and I enjoy making them. If y'all could just do me a huge favor though and give the videos a like, maybe a comment, that really helps me out, not only in the algorithm but also it just helps me out in knowing that people enjoy this. The views are pretty good, you know, compared to everything else, so it does seem like people enjoy these, but that little extra feedback really goes a long way, and I really greatly appreciate it. So we're gonna just hop into it. We got 2 missions today, and first off, I love the art for these, because normally on the missions you have you have just like a still from the you know, from the map, if I can talk. But this, they made it look what looks to be custom artwork for it, so that's very cool, and makes it a little unique, a little different. I'm gonna up the in-game audio just a tad here. That's probably good. All right, let's get to this. Using the Arios Gundam, still was able to uncap it, and then we have got Akihiro and Norris, because everyone else, not everyone else, but a lot of other people, I'm reaching the full friendship level. If you guys know, I mean, again, I've played a lot of this game. I'm gonna skip through this. If you guys know the what the friendship levels kind of do, if they do anything, it might just be like a little added thing to, like, I don't know, a little extra thing to go for. But I don't really know if they do anything specific, but I do like it. I like that extra kind of little thing to work towards, but I don't actually know if it does anything. So this is from, looks like Mobile Suit Gundam Age. Whoops, wrong button, my bad. Alright, I'm gonna skip this shit. Alright, let's do this. I have a feeling this is going to be a hard mission. It said level 25, and right now my Arios Gundam is level 30, so we should see what happens here. I love the map so far. I love, like, the barren wasteland of Mars. I find that really interesting. Really cool. Kind of unique. If I'm, you know, again, with this game it's hard to actually keep up with the, because I don't speak Japanese, and it's hard to read while doing all this other stuff, but I believe that we're on Mars right now, which is cool. I wish I had more to talk about, because I feel like the gameplays get kind of boring because I don't really have a lot to talk about. Okay, so here's something. Here's the new Gundam that I think that you can unlock via the blueprints that you get, probably from doing this mission. At least it appears to be the new one. Alright. Still got this. So far, I mean, the thing with SD Gundam is the mission variety is a little, it's not as, like, varied as I would like. You know, it's pretty much just a straight up kind of sort of beat 'em up, which I really like. You know, you know, I like numbers going up. I like, you know, the RPG mechanics, but I definitely, you know, sometimes take a couple days break from this game because it is very repetitive and I don't want to get burnt out on it. But it's fun. And but one thing I was hoping that maybe some of the DLC missions would touch on is, you know, maybe introducing some new elements, which so far they have not been doing. I mean, literally, you know, I know we just started, but, you know, this whole mission so far has just been in one area, just fighting off a wave of enemies here. Which, again, like I said, I don't necessarily hate, but I was hoping for something a little bit different. But we'll see. One thing I guess that we can talk about is I really hope that this game at some point, it would kind of need a pretty big not an overhaul, but like and also I'm not sure if this game warrants. Oh, this fucking guy. This mission was super annoying. I hate this boss, and it looks like we're gonna have to fight it again. Oh boy. So in this one, you need to use the bombs. Well, kind of use the... I guess you don't need to use them, but it helps if you, like, try to use the bombs. But aiming in this game can be kind of tricky. Kind of just have to aim for the bomb and then wait till it comes over. But anyway, as I was saying before, let me try to blow up this bomb here. Oh, get out of the way. I ran out of bullets. Okay, that helped. Nice. But as I was saying, I really hope this game... And again, it would kind of need some sort of finagling, but I hope this game introduces like a competitive multiplayer aspect. I think that might help kind of keep the game alive a little bit, and I just feel like it would be really cool to like battle your friends and stuff and like see what Gundam really is the best. I don't really know how you would implement that. Maybe something along the lines of maybe not a traditional like deathmatch, but maybe like a capture the flag or something like that, or like maybe or maybe like some sort of score attack where you know, maybe not necessarily are fighting one another, but you before the other team. Honestly, I kind of doubt anything like that's going to be going down, you know, not a lot in story, but also I think a lot of level during that. But also, they were like, that whole fight took way longer than this one did. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Let's try to get up here. Do I have the jumps, the hops? Nope, I don't. It's alright. What else can we discuss? Oh, Gundam Evolution is coming out. Or, no, I don't think it's out already, but that's been getting a lot of buzz, and I really do want to play it. I've been becoming way more of a Gundam fan, honestly thanks to this game, which is kind of interesting. I was already a pretty solid Gundam fan before. Like, I love building Gunpla, I've watched a few Gundam series, but like, playing this game has like made me way more interested in Gundam, which is kind of interesting, I guess, because this game, like, it kind of feels like you already need to be a pretty big Gundam fan to like get, like, to understand where all the Gundam are from and like all the characters and stuff, or maybe not understand it, but at least like get the full effect of like when you see Orga pop up and it's like, oh my god, that's Orga, that's so cool, I know that guy. But where was I going with that? But yeah, so I don't know, I've been interested in Gundam Evolution, I believe that's the name of it, the kind of Overwatch looking game, and I hope it comes to console, because this might be my hottest take yet. I much prefer gaming on console over a PC. I really do. I don't hate gaming on my PC, but I tried. I've really tried. I just can't get into it. I don't have the strongest PC, admittedly, so you know, there's not a whole bunch of games that I can play, but the ones that I am able to play, like, for example, Gears Tactics, I've been, like, playing that because I really like, you know, the XCOM style games, and, you know, I feel like that fits really well into the Gears of War universe, and it's admittedly a very fun game. I like it a lot, but I can't really play it for longer than maybe an hour or two at a time because I just feel so uncomfortable playing on PC. I don't know what it is. I've tried mouse and keyboard, I've tried it with a controller. I don't know if I just need if it's something as simple as me needing a better computer chair, because my current computer chair is like basically just like a lawn chair, honestly. So maybe I just get uncomfortable sitting in this, but you know, honestly, I sit in it. I'm sitting in it right now to record this video, and I feel fine. But I'm, you know, even though it's streaming through my PC for the recording process, I am still technically playing on my console. So I don't know. I just find it kind of interesting how no matter what I do, I just, for the life of me, cannot get into it. I cannot get into the PC gaming process. I respect it. It's a lot like, it's one of those things that I definitely understand and I get, but I just can't get into it. You know, something like for a game series like Dark Souls, or what's another one? Like the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like, those are things that I respect and I understand why people like it. I just can't get into it, no matter how hard I've tried, and I've tried. You know, just speaking on Dark Souls, honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna ramble. I hope that's okay with you guys, because I love this game, but there's not much to go off of, like, to talk about in-game, you know? The gameplay is pretty much just showing off, like, how the level looks, and, like, maybe the new enemies and potential new Gundam that you fight and or can pilot, and we'll get to that as we go on. But I haven't unlocked any of that yet, seeing as how it's the first time I'm playing it, so for right now, we're just having I hopefully kind of chill playthrough of this, you know. I've been told I have a boring voice, so if y'all want to just chill out to this video and just hear the clickety-clacks of my controller, get some motherfucking, you know, Gundam ASMR action going on, you know, go for it, you know, I don't mind. But yeah, I think that's kind of what these videos are going to wind up being, when it's not like a game with any, you know, concrete story that I can, you know, talk about or make jokes about. You know, I try to put comedy into some of my videos as much as I can, because I do stand up and I like to joke and have fun. But these videos probably aren't going to be very comedic, which I'm sure you guys have already inferred, you know. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about Dark Souls. Yeah, for a what the fuck is that? Do we have to fight both of these guys at the same time? Or are they... Oh, it looks like they're fighting each other. Or no, they're just gangbanging the guy in the middle there. That's no fun. Alright. Anyway, sorry. What was that? Dark Souls. Like, for a series that I say that I don't like, or at least can't get into, I've played so many Dark Souls and Souls-like games. But just something about it I just can't fully get into. But it's like a series, again, that I respect and I want to try. I just can't do it. Holy shit, this battle might be tough. Honestly, we might get our asses kicked right here, because both of my partners are almost dead. I'm almost dead. Holy fuck. This is supposed to be a level 25 mission. I'm level 30. The thing that can sometimes be frustrating about this game is shit can just come out of nowhere. Like, honestly, for most of this mission, we were just kind of zooming through, no problem. This might be a bad idea. It is. Alright, well, at least we can do emergency repairs. But, like, then we get to this final area here, and then we just get completely fucked. And both of my partners are dead, so I'm gonna continue to get completely fucked. Let me see if I can get over to heal them. Nope, he's gonna keep coming after me. We're gonna die here. We're gonna die here. Yep, and we're dead. Well, that sucks. Goddamn. All right, so that's the first mission. Man, that's frustrating. That's kind of a common thing in this game. That's admittedly a little frustrating, and you know, this game has some problems. But if I had like a big complaint, it would be that the boss fights can sometimes just come out of nowhere and hit you over the head with nonsense. Because, like, I played it on easy mode, recommended level 25, and kind of breezed through the whole thing, and then got to the boss battle and got my ass completely kicked. And my Arios Gundam right now is level 30, I think. Yeah. So I should have been fine according to the game itself, and that's what can be so frustrating about games, is like when you play by the game's rules and then you still lose. Like, if I die in a game and I know I fucked up, then that's totally fine. Like, I get it. You know, you're not gonna, you know, breeze through every game. Like, I get it. If I die, I die. But, like, if I follow the rules of the game and still die, that's extremely frustrating for me. So, annoying, but whatever. You get the point. That was, I would assume, the final boss. So we've seen pretty much everything from that first DLC mission. We're obviously playing the second one right now. There looks to be a lot of story going on, but I'm skipping it because I admittedly don't care. And I feel like I would just get confused, honestly. Like, I love Gundam, but it's very confusing, at least to me. You know, I like get the bullet points. Like, I understand the characters. I understand, you know, why, you know, I understand like the 1 Year War and the, you know, all that stuff. And Crunchyroll did a really great video I think a few years ago on like every Gundam timeline. It was like an hour-and-a-half long video, and I just watched it at work the other day, and you know, that was really interesting. So oh, that's a cool shot of the Earth there. Looks like we're on the moon. That's cool. But yeah, so I definitely understand it, but there still are a lot of pieces that that can be a little tough to wrap your head around. Alright, let's see if this one goes any better. But I am still really enjoying this game, and as you guys can tell, the Arios Gundam is still probably my favorite to play as. There was a mission that I played earlier today, where I got to fight the Musha Gundam, which is one that I'm super interested in getting. I love samurai shit. I find it so interesting. The culture of samurai is so rich in lore and everything, and just mixing that with Gundam is super cool. But the Musha Gundam, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's of that Gundam series. Like, there was this, I forget the name of it, but they made a Gundam series a long time ago, and I think it was more kind of catered to kids. But like, the Gundam were almost, well, not almost, but they kind of were more sentient. Like, they weren't piloted by anybody. It seems like they were just a sentient being, and that's what the Musha Gundam is. So I think that's really cool. You know, just a giant samurai robot, you know, walking around. Oh, wow. Oh, Char. Char is a super interesting character. Like, like, watching the Mobile Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, the Origin. Oh, who's coming in now? Oh, Amuro. Their rivalry is so interesting, and just like Char as a character, the fact that, you know, spoilers for people, I guess, who haven't watched or read The Origin, but like the fact that he was somebody else, that he was born as somebody else, and if I'm remembering correctly, like took the identity of Char Aznable, like that's just super interesting to me. Like the fact that this person, and that poor kid, the original Char Aznable, I feel super bad for. That poor kid just kind of died for no reason. If I'm misremembering anything, please let me know. You know, because I don't want to spread false Gundam lore. I completely whiffed on that attack. Zeong is also super tough to fight because it has all those like area clearing moves that like can hit you like from any angle when it like extends its arms and shit like that, like it just did, and then shoots lasers from the left and the right. But anyway, as I was saying, like his story is just super crazy, and the fact that, you know, I obviously didn't watch the original Mobile Suit Gundam. I watched the Origin first, which honestly was probably a bad idea, because there was a lot, like, for being an Origin, I guess, slight sort of kind of review of the Origin, at least the Origin anime. For being something called the Origin, it wants you to already know pretty much everything about Gundam, at least the original Gundam. Because there was so much I was so goddamn confused on. I just, like, didn't know what was happening. But as it went on, I kind of started to understand it. And I definitely kind of get it. But the first time watching it, you know, without doing any external research and following up with some of these characters through just, like, you know, internet searches and, like, explanations, like hearing other people's explanations of it, I was like, dude, what the hell is going on? This is nuts. But I just have to imagine like somebody watching the original like Gundam and seeing, okay, Shara symbol, cool, like that's the bad guy and that's who we, that's who we know. And then watching or reading the origin and realizing, hey, this guy that we've known all this time is just somebody else. Like, I think that's such an interesting take. Like, it kind of feels the same way as if like people grew up with Dragon Ball, and then the first bit of Dragon Ball Z, they're like, hey, this guy you all know, this Goku kid, he's actually from a different planet. He's an alien, and his brother's an asshole, and they're here to take over the world. Like, I just find that so interesting. It's kind of retconny in a little way, but it's also like really interesting to help build up characters in well, for lack of a better term, a very interesting way. I know I say the word interesting a lot, but it's really just the best way I have to describe shit. That was a big fight, and that was the start of the fucking... that was the start of the shit, too. Oh, man. These missions are hard. I mean, it says 25, I'm level 30, and I'm no expert at this game. But I feel like I play at least decent. I do forget to guard. That's one thing I do a lot, is not guard. That's one thing I don't do a lot, I guess, rather. But I feel like I'm not like terrible at this game, but yet these missions, I don't know, they're just fucking difficult. And at least that's how it seems so far. Oh, there's bad guys back that way. Alright, we'll go fight them. Another break-in triggered. So there, oh god. There's still a whole mission to do when we got our asses kicked on that first boss fight. So you gotta wonder what the final fight is gonna be. If it's just gonna be Char again or whatever, but it's definitely gonna be a little difficult, I can tell you that. But it makes you want to just play the other missions, build up your Gundam, get more powerful, stuff like that. I do find that credits seem to run a little dry as the game goes on, especially as you like leveling up the Arios Gundam, especially since I uncapped it from 30 to 50. Like, it's gonna take a dickload of credits, or capital rather, just to upgrade like one little thing, So I don't even know how I'm gonna get it all the way to 50. Like, that's kind of the thing, and for someone who likes using, a wide array of Gundam, I don't even use that many. I use maybe, I had my top 5 Gundam that I like to play as video, but like some of those Gundam I don't even use that much anymore because I don't have enough capital to level them up. So really I only use the Arios Gundam and the EZ-8 Gundam. Like, those are the two, and sometimes I'll if I unlock a new one, or if there's, some Gundam, or if I get bored playing as, the Arios and the EZ-8, I'll use a new one just cause. But really I only use these two, and oh shit, here we go. I only use those two, and leveling both those guys up is already pretty difficult. Dio and somebody else. Oh shit. And Quebly. Alright. What the fuck? Oh, another allied unit. Oh, 2 allied units. Oh, Camille. I know Camille. Here we go. This probably... Oh, I thought I whiffed on that. Because we had the little cutscene there, and then usually, they move. Like, that's another thing that can be a little jarring, is when you use your special, time doesn't really stop in this game. In fact, you can't even really pause the game, which is something that I hate in video games, is when you can't actually pause the game. I mean, you can, but, the action doesn't stop, so it's kind of like, what's the point? So, sometimes you might whiff on an attack because you'll, use it, but, just right there with the Norris attack, I set it up to attack, but, he moved. Which obviously, that makes sense, because Norris is a partner. But I'm the main character, goddammit. I'm the MC of this story. So if I want to use my super de-duper attack, everyone's gonna stand there and wait. And I'm gonna monologue about how my friends, gave me the power, and I'm gonna monologue about how the bad guy's bad and I'm good because that's how it goes. That's anime, right? You guys have seen anime before. You know how it goes. Oh. Well, the fights have been really fun. They're just difficult. This one isn't, too bad. He says as he gets kicked around and as one of his friends dies. I'm trying to get this guy off my back so I can... Okay, never mind. I was gonna try to wait so I could heal, but unfortunately we don't have... Yeah, we didn't have the opportunity to do that. So we got one guy down. Still have to get the other guy. Oh shit. Okay, he just beelined it right from me. Oh, I got him. This is it here. You're dead, buddy. Nice. If only you use your powers to forge peace and unity. Yes, of course. My super peace and unity ray. That is a thing that happens. Alright. We still got more, goddammit. Oh man. We are not looking good. I only got one health kit. Both my partners are not looking that great. We're probably gonna die again. A little bit of chug here, that's not good. It might be because I'm recording. Because it really doesn't normally chug like that, but I don't know. Let's see what we got over here. Well, you know what? I like to explore just to make sure, because sometimes it's not over here, but there's like, chests with extra credits and I don't know, it doesn't really look like there'll be any. I mean, maybe, but a lot of those just lead you back. Okay, this looks to be... Oh, never mind. I thought it was like an arena area. Oh, another guy to fight. Holy shit. There's so much going on. Oh my word. Oh, that was my phone. Apologies. Come on. I'm sure you guys can hear the clickety-clacks of my controller. If there's any, way to get rid of that, I don't really know. Would getting a pop filter help, or just, getting a better controller that's not as, clickety-clackety? I would have no idea, honestly. Gosh. They just, keep popping in guys. I do like this map, though, how it's like a moon base, essentially. You go from the craters of the moon. I hope this is the moon. I think it is, because in the beginning we saw Earth out there. So it would make sense if it was the moon. But you see, you go through the base and then into the moon craters. I find that to be a cool aesthetic. I do love the city maps the best, though. Those are my favorite. It just feels like you're actually a towering Gundam. Here you feel so small, which, I mean, makes sense because these are SD Gundams, so they're, tinier and everything, but in the city maps you truly feel like a giant Gundam just, walking the streets. I think these guys are just going to keep popping in, and I'm not stuck in a ring, so I might dip, honestly. Because the checkpoint tells me I can keep going here, so come on, fellas. Yeah, they just keep popping in. Oh, here we are. Okay, let's see how we do. What's the over-under on me winning here? Alright, who are we fighting now? Okay. Char again, but he's in the Sasabi. Alright, we gotta use our buddies' moves before they both fucking die here. Stack the damage. Oh, we got a friend. Is it Amuro again? There he is. And a new Gundam as well. Is it from Char's counterattack, these two Gundam? I don't know. I gotta watch that. I gotta watch a lot more Gundam than I have. Currently, as of recording, I've watched Origin, and I've watched 8th Team, and I've watched a little bit of the original. And, that might be it. I plan to watch Iron-Blooded Orphans, because that looks really interesting. With its whole kind of Mars setting, its whole, like, I don't know, I watched a few really great videos on it, like how, you know, season 1, what is with that stocky, like, choppiness? Did you see that when Char was, like, launching that Destructo Disc looking thing at me? That was interesting to look at. But, like, I like how, look at that, there he goes again. Look how choppy that is. That looks kind of gross. I don't know if it's just because the Switch and they had to, like, scale it back a little bit, but this doesn't seem like a very powerful game, you know? But anyway, sorry. I like how, in Season 2, it kind of seems like Tekkadan, you know, at least from a video I saw, it kind of paints Tekkadan as the bad guys in Season 2, which is super interesting, because they're the, you know, the protagonist, and as we all know, in storytelling, the protagonists don't always need to be the good guys, and I'm now realizing that both of my teammates are fucking dead. This is what happened last time, is they both die, and then you die. Because you have your little ally here, but, oh my gosh. And there's two, see, if we were just fighting Char, that wouldn't be the issue. But all these other guys, alright, Amuro, continue to just take a beating. No, never mind, they're gonna come for me. Okay, very cool. Let me see if I can, I don't know if using my special will really clear some of these guys out. You know, I can fly around a little bit here. No, use the special. Use the special. Turn into a ship and let's do this. Well, that definitely took out some people, so maybe that'll give me... I did something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stop. Stop it. Stop. I'm dead. I have no heal. I have no heals. And Char has got his eyes out for me. This might not work. You bitch. I saw that guy coming too. I thought maybe I could do it in time. Alright, well, yet again, that's super frustrating. Like, I don't get mad very often, and I'm not really mad, but that's the shit in games that frustrates the fuck out of me, is when you do a game, and granted, you know, could I have played it better? 100%. You know, I'm not flawless. But when you do a game how the game tells you to do it, like when you play by the game's rules and you still lose, like that shit just infuriates me to no end. But I also feel like, you know, they really you know, slowed down the capital that you get. Like, I'm at 33 right now. I want to see how much I can actually upgrade my Arios Gundam. So 1 point and already almost half of my capital is gone. So let's upgrade that. Almost all of it's gone now, and I can't upgrade anymore. So I was able to upgrade 2 points. Very cool. Okay, well, so we're starting to get into the grind of this game, which again, it's a game I really like, and honestly, I've never been a big hater of grinding in games. I like watching numbers go up. I like feeling like I'm doing something, but some of it just gets a little ridiculous, especially, like I said, when you're playing a game on easy mode and the recommended level is 25 and you're 5 levels ahead of that. That can be a little frustrating, especially when you go through the whole mission, especially with this first one, go through the whole mission, no problem, and then die on the last fight. That's a little dumb, but, you know, we got to see essentially what these DLC missions had to offer. I don't know if this is a video that shows off how good these DLC missions are, or maybe how not so great they are. If anything, this is just a little show off of maybe what we can expect from the rest of the season pass. And also, if you're kind of on the fence about getting the season pass or not, maybe this video helped make up your mind, because as much as I love this game, these 2 missions were fun. They weren't bad, but they were a little difficult, which is fine. As annoyed as I got, I'm still gonna play them and beat them, and I'm gonna level up my Gundam so I can do it. I'm not, giving up on these missions, obviously, but they were very much the same as what we've gotten. So, if you like the game, and like doing the same stuff again, then by all means, give the DLC missions a shot. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, if you're kind of getting a little burnt out on the main gameplay, at least from what we've seen with this first pack, you're not really going to get anything different. So unfortunately, that's the reality there. I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you guys the actual Gundam that come with this DLC, but it seems like you unlock them by beating the missions, and as we saw, I was not able to do that. But I'll be damned if I'm going to waste 36 minutes of footage just because the game got a little difficult near the end there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that sometimes these gameplay videos at least, can get a little boring, maybe a little rambly even, especially with a game like this that's not super story heavy. There's not a whole lot to talk about, but I hope you guys at least enjoyed it for what it's worth. And thank you guys very much for watching. If you could give this video a like, maybe even a comment, maybe even a subscription, I would greatly appreciate it. It means a lot to me, it really does. And I'll be back soon with hopefully some more entertaining stuff. But like I said, I do love SD Gundam, and it seems like people enjoy watching it at least. So thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.